brother. It's crazy because my brother was a hell of a musician. He had a passion for doing music, and we end up releasing a project together. DB and Rah Rah, the Talk of the Streets. And on the very next day, after him realizing his dream, like I wish you could see him on that day, man, floating on air. But the very next day, he's found dead in the basement.
Wow.
And the girlfriend that he was dating at the time say that he tried to hang himself. And it don't make sense to me. We just had the happiest day ever, and you telling me following up this day for what? Why? So the next morning, I'm headed to I think it's called Homer's. Homer's. It was like a regional CD chain. They was gonna do a consignment deal with us for the album or whatnot. So I'm leaving the crib to go drop off a batch of CDs, and before I can turn the corner, my sister called me talking about you need to get over to the house. Bro trying to hang himself. Oh, girl just called me, said he trying to. I said, what?
Mm.
First, the thing that stood out is trying to. What you mean trying to? What's okay? What's stopping then? So, but I'm gonna go over there, see what's going on, even though it don't sound like it's valid. As soon as I hang up with her, mom's called me, and mom's is crying. So now something ain't right.
Mm.
Something is serious about what was just said to me. My heart dropped. Bam. Uh, I hang up with mom's. I'm hitting corners, headed over there. So I called a girl. Because she told my mom the same thing. He trying to, whatever. I called a girl. I said, what do you mean he's trying to hang himself? She's like, I don't know. Whatever. She's acting stupid. I'm just pointing that out because the call log, I'm going to talk about that in a minute.
Okay.
It's going to be sis, it's going to be moms, it's going to be me, and we're going to talk about that. So I get there, and she kind of like standing off in the cut. She ain't even like, mourning or whatever. Bro laying down like he's asleep. And everybody else, saddened by the situation. But the girl, she back in the cut. Like she observing everybody. We get him to the hospital. She said she tried to hang herself with a dog chain. The doctors say that's impossible. There's no breakage to the skin of his neck. There's no internal neck trauma.
Mm-hmm.
We get that later though. The first thing we discover is my sister back there visiting him. We taking turns. She ain't officially passed yet. He on the machine and everything. Sis back there visiting him, and somehow she must have just got nosy and started looking because the story ain't making sense. So she come out there and get me. She said, come here. She said, check this out. I go back in the room with bro. She moved the sheets. Got scrapes on his knees. It looked like he been drugged down the stairs. That's what I always said it looked like.
Mm.
His hands, and his pictures of this in the book. His hands, blood splatter, blood under his fingernails or whatnot. So we see that what you told us ain't right. To
Absolutely.
go a little further, when the police bring her in to ask her what happened, not to interrogate her, but just say, hey, what happened to this residence? She lied about her name. I find that out later. But when we see the scars and stuff on him, the blood on his fingernails or whatnot, we take her phone. Go into her phone. At the time when her boyfriend is allegedly hanging himself, this is her call log. She calls my sister. No, I'm sorry. She presses *67 and calls somebody. I don't know who that is. She calls my sister. She calls my mom. I call her. The next call is she receives a private phone call. After that call, she calls the police. So this is just more signs. His money gone, his jewelry gone. He had a little bit of marijuana. His marijuana gone. Bro didn't kill himself. And I can't just live my life peacefully with that's it being recorded in history that this is what happened. And they didn't want to do nothing about it, so I did something about it.
Okay. Tell us about the revenge.
Well, first of all, everything I'm gonna speak on is already in the courts. This ain't nothing I'm exposing some new information. I've been sentenced, tried. Other people have been sentenced, tried. It's been documented. Long story short, without glorifying it, I gotta say without glorifying it, but when it comes to certain situations, man, I do believe in justifiable retaliation. You know, that's not immoral or nothing like that, if you ask me. But at the same time, I'm not trying to glorify the situation. But this is what happened. She was abducted. You know, I was called, bring her here. I attempted to eliminate her. And again, I don't say that with glorification, but I ain't gonna lie to you. Give me a certain kind of feeling thinking about it when it comes to what it was based on. But I ain't trying to out here. I ain't trying to hurt the world or nothing. Uh, I did whatever I did to her. I shot her. She survived. I have no idea how. I get 130 years in prison for that. I get 130 years in prison for that.
So
But I'm here now.
So you and your brother just decided to live your dream and put out an album.
And it's crazy. We chasing our dream with one foot. Because although we developed the mentality to, all this street stuff ain't important, man. Let's leave a legacy. Let's achieve something. That's what we want to do. But people that we've had situations with before, making that mental transition, that don't mean they want to let it go.
Absolutely.
So we got one foot over here, one foot over there.
I mean, so the 24 hours, you wake up, you feeling good. You're on your way to go drop your product off on consignment. We all hustle, right? So it ain't nothing like.
I gotta say this one thing, man. Bro, not a knock at all, because he had me. I'm big bro, and whatever I got, he got. Bro wasn't so much the hustle hard. He gonna do what he gotta do to make sure things are taken care of, but he ain't the super hustle hard kind of guy. So he's reserved with his funds. Not really. He'll ball out like he got it.
Yeah.
But anyway, this night though, bro treated me like he was the big bro.
Wow.
So everywhere we went to, man, he buying his bro what you want. You know what I mean? I was on papers at the time. This is another like divine moment. So I ain't supposed to smoke. And I used to sneak off and smoke, but I would always hide it from bro because he'd try to get on me about it. You know what I mean? But I already knew that I didn't have to take piss tests until such and such and whatever. But this night though, we smoked together.
Wow.
We ain't smoked together in like 3-4 years. During this day, we see his dad. We got different dads, same mom. We see his dad randomly in traffic. We see my dad randomly in traffic.
That day.
We see his high school sweetheart randomly that day. We see our mom randomly. That all this shit is happening on the same day. It's just a beautiful day, man.
Wow.
Like God knew what was gonna happen the next day. He just made the day before, the best possible day.
Well, it definitely has you sit in comfort knowing that because of that day, for a fact he ain't do that to himself.
For sure.
So.
For sure.
Wow.
I wouldn't have put my life on the line as far as jeopardizing my freedom if there was a fraction of a doubt about, what occurred with bro. When I got in front of her, I should have asked her some questions and saw some answers, but I couldn't. It's like I was handicapped or something. All I could do was go.
Wow.
I couldn't think, I couldn't do nothing but go.